2019 Little East Conference Softball Championship, Game 1. Featuring the Beacons of UMass Boston, the Warriors of Eastern Connecticut State University. It's time to meet each team. First for the Beacons, beginning with the non-starters. Number 1, Gigi Dayut. Number 4, Brittany Burkett. Number 7, Kaylee Rugaro. Number 10, Drew Washington. Number 11, Ali Dayut. Number 16, Gianna Salemi. Number 17, Angelina Abatabli. Number 19, Sarah Harlinsky. Number 22, Cassidy Gata. Number 24, Haley Catania. Number 25, Jayla Blackman. And number 26, Hazy Pena. Now for the starters of UMass Boston. Leading off the shortstop, number 3, Gigi Braga. Batting second, the third baseman, number 13, Ari Bellata. Batting third, the right fielder, number 15, Taylor Paulina. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 9, Roxy Vento. Batting fifth, the designated player, number 14, Alyssa Tully. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 12, Kira Pressmack. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 21, Tori DeCenzo. Batting eighth, the center fielder, number 5, Giovanna Bonilla. Batting ninth, the second baseman, number 8, Kelly Danahy. Pitching for the Beacons is number 2, Jess Greenspan. The head coach of UMass Boston is Natalia Ardagna, assisted by Josh Bartley and Sue Killalay. Now for Eastern Connecticut State University, beginning with the non-starters. Number 1, Grace Leone. Number 5, Christine Gayet. Number 6, Krista Walski. Number 8, Haley Cardello. Number 9, Jackie Arndt. Number 14, Morgan Sanson. Number 17, Kayla Santos. Number 18, Angela Rodriguez. Number 22, Camden Maroney. Number 24, Caitlin Miller. Number 28, Kat Duvall. And now for the starters for the Warriors. Leading off the pitcher, number 16, Morgan Golda. Batting second, the right fielder, number 4, Alexis Terrell. Batting third, the shortstop, number 2, Sarah Pizzanelli. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 42, Brooke Manisovsky. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 34, Julia Sangiovanni. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 11, Jackie Lewis. Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 15, Sabrina Lemire. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 33, Megan Hodgson. And batting ninth, the designated player, number 7, Laura Zank. Playing left field for the Warriors is number 3, Callie Dupree. Eastern Connecticut State University is coached by Diana Pepin, assisted by Mark Maria, Tom Madera, and Don Brolin. and gentlemen, the presidents of the Little East Conference, thank you for your support of all the student athletes at today's contest. In the spirit of good sportsmanship, they ask you to respect the following conference rules. Cheer for your team, not against the visitors. Don't get personal in your comments about players, coaches, or umpires. No profanity, vulgarity, racist, or sexist comments shall be tolerated. Give players, coaches, and officials their space by keeping away from the playing and team bench areas. Unauthorized individuals who enter the field of competition shall be immediately removed from the UMass Dartmouth softball complex. A no tolerance policy for alcohol use is in effect at all times. Lastly, be loud, be proud, but be positive. We thank you for your cooperation.
Welcome back to UMass Dartmouth in Dartmouth, Mass. for the 2019 Little East Conference Softball Championship between the UMass Boston Beacons and the Eastern Connecticut Warriors. Sam Feely here with you, ready to bring you the play-by-play story. Eastern Connecticut got another fantastic performance in the circle from Morgan Balduck, a two-hit shutout that let a 1-0 score stand up for the Warriors against Plymouth State, knocking out the Panthers in the game just before this one. And Balduck is ready to go for this game as well, as they will take on UMass Boston, who mercied the host and number 1 seed UMass Dartmouth in the first game of today's slate, 9-1 in 5 innings. So will the slugging offense of UMass Boston or the phenomenal pitching and defense of Eastern Connecticut prevail? We're about to find out. Eastern Connecticut is 3-0, so they have a game to play with. UMass Boston is in the losers bracket. It just takes one win for Eastern Connecticut to win the tournament. And here's the starting lineup for the UMass Boston Beacons in the black jerseys with blue sleeves and blue letters and numbers. Gigi Braga is going to lead it off at short, followed by Ari Bellata at third. Taylor Paulina is in right. Roxy Vento is behind the plate. Alyssa Tully is the DP. Kara Prusmak is in left. Tori DeCenzo is at first. Giovanna Bonilla is in center. And Kelly Danahy rounds out the lineup at second. In the circle, Jess Greenspan for the Beacons. Greenspan is fifth in the Little East Conference, fifth in the regular season in the Little East Conference in strikeouts, and led the conference in wins with 14. Meanwhile, for Eastern Connecticut, their lineup looks like this. Morgan Balduck leading it off in the circle, followed by Alexis Terrell in right. Sarah Piscinelli is at short. Brooke Matiasovsky is at first. Julia San Giovanni is at third. Jackie Lewis is at second. Sabrina Lemire is in center. Megan Hodgden is behind the plate. And Laura Zank rounds out the lineup as DP. The flex player is the left fielder, Callie Duthry. So here we go. Top of the first. Conference championship on the line. That's low for ball one to Gigi Braga. Braga inside out swing down the third base line, but it is a foul ball. I was wondering if maybe it got nicked by San Giovanni in fair play and would have potentially been extra bases for Braga, but no such luck for the Beacons, and the count is 1-1. Braga entering play today, .295 hitter with 8 RBIs. Strike two, 1-2 the count. Has one extra base hit, a triple. Has drawn 21 walks compared to 20 strikeouts. Again, does not count the first game of the day today. She reaches for that one and fouls it off. Lucky for her, it was not ruled a bunt. And it'll remain 1-2. Kind of had that running start with a grip that kind of looked like a swinging bunt, but she's still alive at 1-2. Bolduc winds and delivers. Misses outside 2-2. On the outside corner, strike 3 called. Bolduc not showing any ill effects of the complete game shutout. Gets the first batter. And that'll bring up Ari Bellotta, the third baseman. Bellotta entered play today, batting .367 with 8 doubles and 20 RBIs. And she takes down the pipe for strike 1. Changeup drops in there for strike 2, 0-2. A feeble cut and a miss by Bellotta, and back-to-back strikeouts to start the top of the first, just like the game against Plymouth State. That'll bring up Taylor Paulina, entered play today, batting .294 with 5 doubles, 13 RBIs. Paulina just drew 1 walk on the regular season compared to 3 strikeouts, and she swings and misses at an off-speed pitch in the dirt for strike 1. And she swings at a pitch at her eyes and fouls it off to make it 0-2. This is popped up, and Bolduc calls for it herself. 2 strikeouts and a pop-up. That's how the first inning of the game against Plymouth State started, and that's how the first inning against UMass Boston starts for Bolduc and Eastern Connecticut. No score after half an inning. Eastern Connecticut coming up. So after a strong top of the first going 1-2-3, Bolduc will lead things off here in the bottom of the first for Eastern Connecticut. Bolduc was 0 for 3 in the batter's box in the game against Plymouth State. She takes outside ball 1. Well outside for ball 2 from Greenspan. Bolduc ahead in the count 2-0. And that runs inside, 3-0. Good start. Getting into a very favorable count for Bolduc with the speedster Terrell on deck. Catches the inside corner, 3-1. Greenspan back in the count. Corner infielders guarding the lines. Middle infielders playing back here. The 3-1. This is popped up behind home plate, but it gets out of play. And that'll fill the count at 3-2. Bolduc entered play today at .327 with 2 homers and 9 RBIs. The payoff pitch. And she chops this one to the shortstop. Braga on to first in time. Out number 1. That'll bring up Alexis Terrell, the right fielder who led the team in batting average at .402 and slugged .533. 6 doubles, 1 triple, 2 home runs, 19 RBIs, and stole 15 bases in 20 attempts in the regular season. Of course, had another one in the game against Plymouth State as she's behind 0-1, and that steal put her in scoring position for Brooke Matiasovsky to drive her in for what it would be the only run of the ball game. It is now 0-2 to Terrell. Pisanelli on deck. And she bloops this one into center field, and a diving running catch by the center fielder Bonilla. Two down. The UMass Boston outfielders have been playing phenomenal defense today. Taking away a base hit from the speedster Terrell, and that brings up Sarah Pisanelli, the shortstop. And Pisanelli takes inside, ball 1. Pisanelli, 306 hitter, second on the team in both home runs and RBIs with 6 and 25. And she lines this one up the middle. Nobody's going to make a diving catch on that one. That's a base hit, 2-out base runner, and that brings up Brooke Matiasovsky. I was saying her name fine in the first game. Matiasovsky, the lone RBI, bumping her team leading total up to 38 in the last game against Plymouth State. And that floats outside for ball 1. Pisanelli, 1 for 1 in stolen base attempts this year. She's thinking of getting into scoring position. She bluffs off of first, and it's low for ball 2. And Matiasovsky in the driver's seat at 2-0. And she grounds this one down the third base line, but foul, and Matiasovsky still ahead, but now at 2-1. Bottom of the first, 2-out, runner at first for Eastern Connecticut. Eastern Connecticut needs 1 win to advance to the NCAA Division III softball tournament as Little East Conference champions. UMass Boston needs to win this one and the next one. This is skied into shallow right, and it's caught on the run by Paulina for the out that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. After 1 complete, no score. Top of the second here at UMass Dartmouth. Middle third of the order due up for the UMass Boston Beacons, starting with their best hitter, Roxy Vento. Vento, .392 hitter, 4 home runs, 34 RBIs. Walked 17 times compared to just 10 strikeouts in the regular season, and she takes outside ball 1. Led the team in doubles, triples, home runs, RBIs, batting average among qualifiers, slugging percentage, and on base percentage. She's now ahead 2-0. She grounds this one right back to the pitcher. Bolduc on to first. That's one way to neutralize her power. Just want to chop one right back to the circle. So that'll bring up the DP, Alyssa Tully. Tully entered play today batting .265 with 4 doubles, 1 triple, 11 RBIs, and a .327 slugging percentage. And she bloops this one to center field for a base hit. Well, first pitch swinging there. And a 1-out base runner for the Beacons as that brings up Kira Prusmack, the left fielder. And a couple of fine defensive plays in the game against UMass Dartmouth. Batting .291 with 1 homer and 8 RBIs. Looking to get a bunt down. She does right in front of the plate. The only play is to first. Tully advances to second. The sacrifice goes 1-3. And 2 out and a runner in scoring position for Tori DeCenzo. And how big would it be if DeCenzo came through with a base hit here, trying to penetrate the ironclad armor of the pitching of Morgan Bolduc. She hits this one to the left side, but it's fielded in foul territory by the third baseman, San Giovanni, and that'll make it 0-1. Below the knees to even the count at 1. Tully at second after the 1-out single and the sac bunt. Swing and a miss. And faking the throw to second is Hodgson. Hodgson faking the throw to second. 1-2 the count to DeCenzo. And she swings and misses at a high fastball for the third strikeout already for Bolduc, and the side is retired. Only took until the second inning for UMass Boston to get their first hit off of Bolduc, but the game remains scoreless after 1.5. So Julia Sangiovanni to lead off the bottom of the second. The third baseman rips this one foul. And it is strike one. Sangiovanni, third on the team in batting average at .347, 4 homers, 21 RBIs. And she pops this one up to the second baseman, Danahy, for a quiet out number one. Sangiovanni, she's third in pretty much every major category for Eastern Connecticut, batting average, home runs, and RBIs. Here is Jackie Lewis, the second baseman for the Warriors. Lewis entering play at .299, 2 homers, 19 RBIs. Entering play today, that is. Again, these stats are accurate as of the beginning of the day, not including the games already played today. 0-1 the count to Lewis, the second baseman. The pitch is skipped to the plate, and it is 1-1. Lewis, then Sabrina Lemire, and if anybody gets on, Megan Hodgson. The pitch from Greenspan misses down and in, 2-1. Both teams with one hit thus far. No runs across yet. Again, Eastern Connecticut with one win will win the Little East Conference Championship. And this is grounded to the right side, fielded by the second baseman, Danahy, on to first. Danahy getting a little busy there over at second. She's got the first 2 outs. And that'll bring up Sabrina Lemire, the center fielder. Lemire entering play today at .310 with 2 doubles, 3 triples, and 9 RBIs. 3 triples most on the squad. So got some good wheels, 6 steals, and 9 attempts. That's down and away for ball 1 to the left-handed hitting center fielder. This is chopped foul down the first base line. 1-1 the count. Eastern Connecticut won both games of the doubleheader these two teams played at Eastern Connecticut, 5-4 and 6-3 back on April 6th. That is downstairs for ball 2, 2-1. Greenspan on the rubber and delivers. And this is down the right field line and foul into the Beacons bullpen. Evens the count at 2. Pitch misses up and away, full count, despite the efforts of Vento to frame it. Payoff pitch with Hodgson on deck. Here it comes. Outside, ball 4. Good at bat by Lemire. Nets a 2-out walk. Second base runner of the game for the Warriors, and that brings up Megan Hodgson, the catcher. Hodgson, .268, 4 homers, 14 RBIs. 500 slugging percentage. Makes the most of her hits. 15 hits, and 5 of them are for extra bases. 2-0 the count, already to Hodgson. 1-1 rather. Eastern Connecticut on neutral site is 9-3 this season. UMass Boston 6-6. Off-speed pitch catches the inside corner to put Greenspan ahead 1-2. Eastern Connecticut entered play 27-11. This is a little flare foul over the screen. Keeps the count at 1-2. Laura Zank, the DP, is on deck. Zank did not play in the game before this against Plymouth State. Greenspan settles in the pitch, grounded down to the third baseline and foul. And we'll put an E on the scoreboard for the mishandle there in the Eastern Connecticut dugout by one of the coaches. Couldn't tell if that was Mark Correa or Tom Madera. This is reached for and flared into center field, down for a base hit. So back-to-back base runners with 2 outs puts the go-ahead run in scoring position for Laura Zank. Zank, 306 with 1 double, 2 triples, and 3 RBIs on the season. And she takes at the knees, strike 1. This is lined into right field, and this will be out of the reach of the right fielder, Paulina. 1 run scores. Here comes another on her way to third with a 2-run triple is Laura Zank. Her 3rd triple of the season, her 4th and 5th RBIs, and it is 2-0. Lineup turns over for Morgan Balduck. Let's see if she can help her own cause, bring home Zank. And I saw Balduck going over to the dugout to hand a teammate something. I was like, were they putting her on? But nope. And have her bat, she grounds this one to the third baseman, Bellata, onto first in time. And on 1 pitch, Balduck is retired, but the damage has been done. Laura Zank, who did not play in the game against Plymouth State, comes through huge with a 2-run triple. It's 2-0 Eastern Connecticut after 2. So a big 2-out rally there by the Warriors. And we go to the top of the third. 8, 9, and 1 due up for UMass Boston. Giovanna Bonilla, Kelly Danahy, and Gigi Braga.
Leading off for the Beacons, center fielder, number 5, Giovanna Bonilla.
Bonilla enters play third on the team in batting average at .376 with 2 doubles and 11 RBIs. Has walked 9 times and struck out 33, which is a team high. And she takes outside ball 1. And she chops this one to the third baseman, San Giovanni, on to first for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Kelly Danahy, the second baseman. Danahy, .223 entering play today with 5 doubles, 1 triple, and 16 ribbies. It's drawn what is tied for a team-high 21 walks, tied with the on-deck hitter Braga. And she chops this one to the left side, right side, fielded by the second baseman, Lewis on to first, and quickly 2 down on 2 groundouts. We haven't had a ball leave the infield yet, at least in terms of outs. Had just the one single by Tully. So here's Braga, struck out looking to begin the ball game. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 2 left for Eastern Connecticut. And she offered it that one. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left for UMass Boston. I was going to mention before Danahy grounded out so quickly, is this is line right to the shortstop. Pissanelli for the out that retires the side. Boy, that inning went by in a blink of an eye. But what I was going to say about Danahy, her 21 walks balloon her .223 average to a .348 on base percentage. That is, you don't expect that tough of an out from a number 9 hitter, and yet there she is. And as good as that is, Bolduc's been mowing through the UMass Boston order through 2.5. 2-0 Eastern Connecticut. Alexis Terrell will lead things off here in the bottom of the third. She flew out to center her first time up. That runs up and in, forces Terrell to bend out of the way. 1-0 the count to Terrell. Tries to lay one down and fouls it off, 1-1. Greenspan was almost out of the bottom of the second unscathed, and then a walk and a single and a triple with 2 outs have put Eastern Connecticut on top 2-0, and they're looking for more here. 2-1 count to the number 2 hitter, the speedster Alexis Terrell. She skies this one into left field, and this will be caught on the run by the left fielder Prusmack for out number 1. Gave it a ride, but got under it a bit too much.
Shortstop, number 2, Sarah Pizzanelli.
That brings up Sarah Pizzanelli, who singled with 2 outs her first time up in the first. So all the Eastern Connecticut base runners coming with 2 outs to this point. And she grounds this one to the shortstop, Braga, onto first. 2 down. That brings up Brooke Matisovsky. Well, like I said, 2 outs is what Eastern Connecticut needs to get a rally going. They got the 2-out single with Pisanelli, and then the 2 runs with 2 outs last inning. Let's see what power-hitting Matisovsky has in store. She grounds this one, backhanded by the shortstop Braga onto first. No such luck this time. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Greenspan and the UMass Boston Beacons. Still 2-0 after 3. Morgan Bolduc has faced the 1 over the minimum through 3 innings. And she will deal with the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Bellotta, Paulina, and Vento here in the top of the 4th. Bellotta struck out swinging her first time up in the first. And this is grounded to short. Going to be a tough play. The stretch, and she is out. Pisanelli with the scoop. Matisovsky with the throw, with the stretch. And there's 1 down.
Right fielder, number 15.
Yeah, I know. Eastern's winning, I know. So? No, it doesn't. The scoreboard says, my scorebug says Eastern is winning. Yeah. I'm not operating that scoreboard. So we just had some confusion about somebody was asking me as this is rifled down the first baseline foul. Somebody was asking me if we had Eastern, if we had UMass leading 2-0, UMass Boston leading 2-0, and then or if I had Eastern winning 2-0. And I, as you can see on the score bug, it's 2-0. This gentleman was bothering me about what the bothering me and my camera operator about what the score was, and he thought that I was operating the scoreboard in the stadium, as that is popped up to the pitcher Bolduc for out number 2. And then I realized what happened. So he thinks we're operating that scoreboard, and he thinks UMass refers to UMass Boston when this is UMass Dartmouth's field, and that's just the placeholder for the home team. This is grounded right back to the pitcher, Bolduc. She is having a phenomenal tournament. The inning is over. 1, 2, 3. 8 in a row set down by Bolduc. We're halfway home. Still 2-0 Eastern. That's not my department, said Werner von Braun. We go to the bottom of the 4th, and the first pitch is low to Julia Sangiovanni, who popped up to second her first time up in the second. And she takes low again, ball 2. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 2 left. For Eastern, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. For UMass Boston, as this is fouled off. Greenspan back in the count at 2-1. Morgan Bolducs faced 1 over the minimum and struck out 3, and aside from the single, hasn't had a ball leave the infield. And this is driven deep to left field, and it is gone! Julia Sangiovanni makes it 3-0. Sangiovanni with her 5th home run of the season and 22nd RBI. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change for UMass Boston. That will do it for Jess Greenspan.
Ladies and gentlemen, now pitching for UMass Boston, number 24,
Haley Catania will take over in the circle for UMass Boston. Catania enters play today with a 3.84 ERA, 7-8 in 22 appearances, 16 starts. Had 9 complete games, 1 save. In 113 innings, she allowed 145 hits, 77 runs, 62 of which are earned, walked 40, struck out 48, allowed 22 doubles, 3 triples, 4 home runs. Opponents batting .309 against her. That's in there for strike one to Jackie Lewis, who grounded out to second her first time up in the second. Catania delivers, and this is chopped to the left side, fielded by the shortstop Braga onto first. So the first batter that Catania faces, she gets the out. That'll bring up Sabrina Lemire, who started the rally with 2 outs in the bottom of the second with a tough walk. And that is down and away for ball 1. And this is grounded to Braga again. She has been busy on that side of the infield. 2 down. That'll bring up Megan Hodgson, the catcher. Hodgson singled her first time up. And she takes down the pipe for strike 1. 3-0 our score. Leadoff home run this inning by Julia Sangiovanni. And this is smoked into left field, and that will get down for a base hit. So Hodgson is 2 for 2, and now here is Laura Zank, whose triple is the real difference in the game right now. Brought home 2 with that triple to right field in the second inning. What does she have for an encore? She takes high, ball 1. Catania delivers. Outside, 2-0. Hitters count for Zank, who already has a triple. Like I said, a 2-run triple at that. Outside corner, strike 1, 2-1. That's low, ball 3. With Bolduc on deck. Swing and a miss. A little behind that one. Full count. Gives Hodgson a running start. Up and away, ball 4. So a runner in scoring position. And Caitlin Miller is going to pinch run at second for Megan Hodgson. And here's Bolduc, who's 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts to the left side.
Now batting the pitcher, number 16, Morgan Bolduc.
And that skips low for ball one. Lucky for Vento, it didn't go between her legs to the backstop. And this is smoked into left field, and it is gone! A 3-run home run for Morgan Baldock. The route is on. It's 6-0. Second home run of the inning for the Warriors. That brings up Terrell. 2 flyouts, 1 to center, 1 to left. Looks to bunt her way on. Fielded by the pitcher Catania on to first. But once again, the damage has been done. 4 runs on 3 hits, including 2 home runs. 6-0 Eastern after 4. Can't say the Warriors aren't efficient today. 6 runs on 6 hits. No errors and 2 left. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, nobody 1 left. Not according to this. Hang on. That's not what we have here. I can't look. I'm sorry. I'm busy. Alyssa Tully, who has the lone hit thus far for UMass Boston, taking strike 1. And now she flares this one, and it is caught with a plie by the second baseman, Lewis. This is fouled off by Kira Prusmack for strike 1. Prusmack laid down a sack bunt her first time up. One and one the count. Now 1 and 2 as the last one was fouled off. Again, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. For UMass Boston, and a swing and a miss by Prusmack. Strikeout number 4 for Bolduc. And that'll bring up Tori DeCenzo. DeCenzo struck out swinging her first time up to end the second, and she takes below the knees, ball 1. Outside corner to even the count at 1. Eastern Connecticut finished 3rd in the Little East Conference standings, but with the best overall record at 25-11. So I guess it shouldn't be too much of a surprise that the team that fared the best against non-conference competition is flexing its muscle here in the conference championship. UMass Boston looking to win its 3rd consecutive Little East Conference championship, but they have 6 more outs to try and get it, as that is a ground out to second. That is 11 in a row retired by Bolduc. Still 6-0 after 4.5. Eastern Connecticut looking to win its 5th Little East championship, all since 2010, and would tie Keene State for the most since in the history of Little East softball. And the first pitch of the bottom of the 5th is down and in for Sarah Pisanelli at the plate, 1 for 2 with a single. It was on the inside corner, 0-1. This is chopped to short. They are really wearing out Braga over there. Oh, the ball is dropped by the first baseman, DeCenzo. So that'll be an error, and that'll bring up Brooke Matasovsky. And we're going to have a pinch runner at first. And Angelo Rodriguez, freshman from Windsor, Connecticut, will run for Pisanelli. Matasovsky 0 for 2 with a fly out to right and a ground out to short. And she laces this one past the shortstop. Braga into left field for a base hit. That's her first hit of the ball game. And that'll bring up Julia Sangiovanni.
Pitch running at first base for the Warriors. Number 1, Grace Leone.
Grace Leone is going to pinch run at first for Matasovsky. And this is into left field, and this will be caught by the left fielder Prusmack. Sangiovanni bidding for her second home run, got under it a little too much. And there's one down for Jackie Lewis. And Camden Maroney is actually going to pinch hit for Jackie Lewis. And that's low for ball one. Maroney will chop this one foul at the dish. Maroney got the start in the previous game and got her fifth hit in just 25 at-bats in that game. So Maroney pinch hitting for Lewis here. And she rifles this one into center field for a base hit. Being waved around third is Pisanelli as it goes all the way to the wall. Being waved around third is Matasovsky. She scores! And it's over! The Eastern Connecticut Warriors have won the 2019 Little East Conference Championship. And some unlikely sources are to thank for this championship. You can certainly thank Morgan Bolduc for the complete game one-hit shutout. But you can also thank the number 9 hitter, Laura Zank, who didn't even play in the previous game, with a 2-run triple that ended up being the deciding run. And you can also thank Camden Maroney, who was batting 167 coming into play today, and she comes away with 2 hits on the day, including the game-clinching 2-run double. So the Eastern Connecticut Warriors will advance to the 2019 NCAA Division III Softball Championship. UMass Boston denied their third consecutive Little East Conference championship. But what a run they made as the 5 seed, knocking off the number 1 seed and host UMass Dartmouth earlier today. Before falling to Morgan Bolduc. Morgan Bolduc and the Eastern Connecticut Warriors. What a game for Eastern Connecticut, this last one. Domination from bell to bell, and just can't say enough about Bolduc's performance. I'm sure she's going to be named Tournament Most Outstanding Player. She certainly is in my view, especially after 2 complete game shutouts today, including and on top of that, a 3-run home run in the bottom of the 4th of this game. So thanks for watching this presentation of the Little East Conference 2019 softball tournament. My name is Sam Feely. Thanks for tuning in. Again, Eastern Connecticut, your champions, after an 8-0 victory stopped in 5 innings over the UMass Boston Beacons. We'll leave the stream on for a little bit for the trophy presentation. Just leave it on for the trophy presentation. We'll just leave it on for the trophy presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Little East Conference would like to thank UMass Dartmouth and its staff for hosting this year's Little East Conference Softball Championship. The Little East Conference would like to congratulate this year's runner-up, UMass Boston, for a tremendous year and postseason run. Congratulations to the 2019 Little East Conference Softball Champions, the Eastern Connecticut State University Warriors. Please join us in welcoming Little East Conference Commissioner Cora Brumley, Assistant Commissioner Harold Kanicki, and Associate Athletic Director Jack Holleran, as we take a moment and acknowledge the individual members of the 2019 Little East Conference Softball Champion, Eastern Connecticut State University Warriors. Number 1, Grace Leone. Number 2, Sarah Pizzanelli. Number 3, Callie Duthry. Number 4, Alexis Terrell. Number 5, Christine Gayette. Number 6, Krista Walski. Number 7, Laura Zink. Number 8, Haley Cardello. Number 9, Jackie Arndt. Number 11, Jackie Lewis. Number 14, Morgan Sanson. Number 15, Sabrina Lemire. Number 16, Morgan Bolduck. Number 17, Kayla Santos. Number 18, Angela Rodriguez. Number 22, Camden Maroney. Number 24, Caitlin Miller. Number 28, Kat Duvall. Number 33, Megan Hodgson. Number 34, Julia San Giovanni. And number 42, Brooke Matasovsky. Congratulations to all the players and staff on a job well done. Ladies and gentlemen, the tournament most outstanding player is awarded to the player that has had the biggest impact on his team's games throughout the 2019 LEC softball tournament. At this time, we would like to present the 2019 Little East Conference Tournament Most Outstanding Player Award to number 16, Morgan Bolduc. Accepting the 2019 Little East Conference Championship Trophy are the seniors from Eastern Connecticut State University.